Hey, man, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing, baby?
Yeah, I'm good. Hey, man, grab that summer sausage, that blunt, and that raccoon. I got the prune juice. Come sit down. Let's do this.
Raccoon? Hang on a
Let's
second.
grab it.
Ah! Shit! Fuck. Little
Go,
fucker.
go, go.
You just gave me
Come
the
over here and sit
finger.
down. Come over here and sit down.
All right. I'm coming.
All right, come on.
Ow. Fuck
Hey,
me.
what's up, man?
Little bastard raccoon. Trash
Yeah,
pandas.
yeah, he'll do that. He'll do that. Huh.
You drank all the prune juice.
Yeah, speaking of prune juice, what's up, everybody? How's it going?
Oh, hey. Hey, you know what this is? This is another episode of This is the Future.
Unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
We're at,
Alex Rios over there in the drug dealer shirt, as usual.
yeah, that's me, baby, right here. That's Tony G in the fucking I'll I'll beat you up and take your lunch money shirt.
Actually, it says, "We'll eat your heart out." I wore that to an amusement park with Jessie, and she was like, I said, "Do you think people are staring at us?" And she's like, "Yeah, you're wearing a shirt that says, 'I'll eat your heart out.'" Anyway, the reason I'm wearing this shirt, for those of you who don't know, this is an MGMT shirt, and we are talking about MGMT this week. That's the band and the album that I chose. The band is MGMT. The album is Ocular Spectacular.
All right.
Cool kids having some fun in the water there.
Oh yeah, that's a good acid trip right there.
Oh yeah.
Before we get into that, 1 second, we have our ritual that we have to do.
I cheated this week.
Yeah, so you get your beer. All right, what do you got?
I do have something tasty and worth talking about. My cousin Roger, who's fucking awesome, likes beer very much, suggested this. It tastes like pumpkin pie in a bottle. It's from Southern Tier out of New York State.
Nice.
It is called Pum King. It is legit. As you guys may know, I don't really like beer that much. This shit's awesome. It's also expensive, so I'll drink it slowly. And it's August, and we're drinking a fall beer. But that's what I'm drinking. What are you sucking on?
I just want to point out, I think doing this show, I've turned Tony into a alcoholic on accident. He's been drinking so much he lost his sleeves, you know. So he's just turned into a badass. He's so drunk now, just like, I don't need to fuck this week.
I cut off my sleeves because I quit smoking. If I can't roll my cigarettes up in it, I don't need them.
Yeah, fuck him, man. Fuck
Oh my
sleeves.
God, dude, smell this.
That smells
right?
good. Yes.
It's like you stuck your dick in a Halloween candle.
It's not like it is. And then I'm slowly turning into a Karen. So
Whoa, what?
yeah,
Right.
so I'm drinking a White Claw. You know, this is I don't know. It's just like a white girl drink, right? It's just like, oh my God, we're on a boat. Like drink, and I just wanted to. I pulled something out of the fridge that I felt like could match my shirt. You know, so.
You know, those drinks help me out because every time I see that can or a woman holding that can, it just lets me know that's someone that I won't have a chance of sleeping with. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm not a White Claw guy. I don't attract.
Have you ever had one?
White Claw?
Like water.
Then what's
like
the
water
fucking point? Just piss in a bottle and pour water.
Yeah, because you could drink like 20 of them in the sun and get you fucked up.
You drink a bottle of bourbon too.
Yeah, man. MGMT. What do we got? Tony's got the shirt. He's got the album. He's got it all. I like that shirt, man. That's a good shirt.
It's trippy as shit, man. It's from their last tour. Globally Goops.
Oh, nice.
It does say "We'll eat your heart out" on it. So yeah.
But you have the record. You want to show the record again?
I do want to show the record again.
All right,
look at these guys. Look at them. They're having more fun than all of us right now. Like even right now, they're probably still having more fun than we are.
Look at those skinny drug addicts. Oh,
hey, easy. This is my people.
This bunch of skin and bone and fucking Molly. That's all.
This album is actually Skin, Bones, and Molly. That was the original title. They later changed it.
Yeah, man.
Oh, fucking A. So I chose this album. If I'm being honest, my kid went back to Oregon last week, and I get a little nostalgic, a little bummed out. So this was the record. That's her and I. That's our favorite record. So to my kid, she's the reason we're talking about this. However, the album is fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I know all of MGMT's music. Everyone who knows MGMT knows this record. You can listen to the whole record. That's why I bought it. The whole record, A and B, sounds awesome. It's a little trippy, a little spacey if you're not a sober individual, which if you are, I'm surprised you're watching this. But if you...
Right? Yeah, no shit.
Jesus isn't our closer, so don't hang out to the end waiting for him to show up, all right?
We could get so high and drunk that we might see Jesus.
Yeah, so is that like going through the back door, you know? Be like, are you religious? No, we just did a bunch of drugs and came into a church. I don't know.
Dude, look at this shirt. I always go through the back door. What are you talking about?
Whoa.
I am the back door, baby. Come on in. I mean, come on out, whatever.
Oh, no, I haven't come out of anything yet.
But MGMT, I was never, I gotta be honest, I'm never a huge fan of them.
That's fair.
And I listened to the album and I really liked it a lot. I don't really like, I didn't like the song Kids at first, and then I watched the music video and it was fucking, I kind of like broke the music video. Have you seen the music video?
Wait, yes. Is the one that's kind of creepy?
Yeah, it's bizarre and a little fucked up, but
yes.
I like it though.
There's a baby and a monster or something. It's like really freaked out. Yeah,
it's like a 2-year-old.
Yeah, with nightmares.
Yeah, but like if you break it down, that kid doesn't really know why it's crying, right?
Right.
Like that kid probably in reality was probably actually scared because it's crying. You can't tell a baby the fake cry. It just cries or it doesn't cry. It's pure emotion. So it's like, if you haven't seen the video, it's just like monsters, but they're like I think what it's supposed to be. They're kind of helpful monsters. Some of them are.
Right.
You know, there's like, I don't know, like, I remember there was a cop, but, you know, I'm not saying he was being helpful because fuck the police, but there was like a bunch of like other people that were in uniforms that were in some kind of uniform, maybe a doctor or something, I feel like.
Right.
And they're like, had like fucked up monster faces and it was like making the kid cry, but I think they were just trying to help in whatever way. Like, but like, if you think like that kid doesn't know that he's in a music video.
Exactly.
He just knows he's scared.
So what you're saying is that kid was freaked out and scared because he saw a room full of people that looked like this.
Yeah,
because they're probably like, come on, Junior, cry.
Yeah, they look like a bunch of fucking like drug addicts, and then and then there's like a bunch of like scary monsters, like, you know, with prosthetics all over their face, and then like he doesn't know what's going on. He's just scared. You traumatize the kid. Good thing the video's like that it's recorded and out there, and they're a bigger band. And when that kid gets older, you'd be like, wait, why am I so fucked up? Why am I killing cats in the woods? Oh, play. That's why. You can just hit play and see why I'm a fucked up person, because this psychedelic band wanted to have a crying 2-year-old in their video.
I mean, if the kid's getting royalties, you can afford therapy, so I'm all right with that. But, you know, hook up your cast and crew. Don't shit on them.
I agree. But I think overall, I think the album is good. I like it. There are the song before Kids. What is it like? Electric Feeling? What is it called? Something like that?
Electric Feel?
Electric Feel, yeah.
Yep.
I'm not too big on that song.
I thought it was Electric Eel for a long time.
Oh,
like
really?
a cool dance song, but I Googled it.
It's the Electric Eel, baby.
Eastern Shore, doing the Electric Eel. Like, yeah, the Electric Eel. No, fucko.
Like the way you said, oh yeah, the Electric Eel. You said the way you said it was like the eel is like a nerd.
Yeah.
I'm the electric eel. But I didn't care for that song too much. I've heard it a bunch. I mean, I've heard all these songs. But the song I really like was "The Youth." I think
Yes.
that is the song I dug a lot. I probably listened to it like 3 or 4 times.
Youth are starting to change.
Yeah, but yeah, I think all in all, I would give that album an 8. I would give it a solid 8.
Right on, man.
So
That's
yeah,
awesome for a dude that we talk about a lot of metal. You're into a lot of metal and heavy shit. That's awesome.
yeah,
I would say what's cool about this record is it's not so much for you as if you're with people who want to dance and have a party record or something like that. You want to put something on for everybody.
right.
That shit works. It does, especially if there's ladies around drinking White Claw. There it is. He's got the claws. We got the MGMT. Get a box full of body condoms. Let's do this shit.
Do it, baby. Yeah. It's definitely feel good music for sure. And like, if I was at a fest, like if we were at Sasquatch again, I would like, be wearing this shirt probably and open it and open like it is, showing some chest, and then drinking a White Claw probably, I'd dance to it, fucking.
Yeah, you would.
Feel good. You don't have to think about it too much,
No, I saw these guys on stage at Sasquatch, maybe 2010. If you remember the year, you're not doing it right. But
right.
In any case, I saw them, and I don't know if this is my story or not, but someone I was with, and I believe I saw this too. I know what happened. I found mushrooms and I took them. They were a 5 o'clock show. And if you don't know what Sasquatch is, it's a music festival. If you don't know what music festivals are, Google it. Long story short, bands come on at certain times. It was 5 o'clock in the afternoon. We've been going for like 2 days already. Someone gave me some mushrooms and I ate them. These mushrooms took off like a rocket and then they ended. So what I mean by that is like I took them and 3 minutes later, I'm in the bathroom trying to hug the toilet because I'm scared. And then 5 minutes after that, I'm out there watching the band.
Right.
I remember, and I know that this happened because friends of ours have both seen this, that you have both people up there, 2 dudes, the lead singer and the other cat. The other cat, halfway through the set, just falls over. Like, his body doesn't move. He just, like a straight, like, just tips. Like, I think his guitar hit this, and he just kind of stayed there. And we all thought it was a gag. We're like, oh, this is cool, I guess, like, who needs a bass player? But he's just laying there. And then a few minutes later, no one touches him. He just kind of figures out he fell over, gets back up, and continues. What I like about it is the fact that no one complained about that. Everyone thought it was awesome. So if I was going to do music, I'd make sure all my people were drug addicts because they're the best. Like, they're like, hey, he fell over for 5 minutes. He probably died, and he made it. And they never fucked the music up. It was great. Shit's scary, man. That guy has a mom, maybe a sister. They're like, right. Terrence, you fell over again. What the fuck? Like, this is Terrence? Bad, Terrence. I don't know what his name is, but.
Terrence. That's the name of a person that definitely got beat up a lot in school.
Starts a band and dresses like this.
Yeah, that's Terrence. Yeah, that's the name of a person that started doing drugs just to get friends.
Hi, I'm drugs. Can I have friends? Wait, what?
Hi, I'm Terrence, the electric eel. That's a callback. What was your favorite track?
I gotta look at them because I do a lot of dope. I actually like some of the shit on the second side because I've heard the album so many times that the first side just feels like greatest hits.
Sure.
But the second side for me, I actually like Pieces of What. It sounds terrible. I don't know. I'd say I hold like the whole backside. I don't know why. It's just trippy as shit. Like if you wanted to like just smoke a joint and listen to something, throw on the B side of this.
Yeah.
All right. It is. It's a little different. It's not as poppy. There's nothing on the backside I know of that made it on the radio. All the radio hits are on the front, which were Time to Pretend, The Youth, Electric Feel, Kids, like the whole fucking thing made their career. But then the second half, and if you know this band, to me, this album was kind of a fluke. Like they produced one hell of a great record, but the records after this, they have some neat shit, but then they have a lot of trippy stuff, like the B-side to this record.
Right.
Which people didn't bite into. They definitely didn't bite into their records after that.
Okay.
You talking about music? So favorite song? I'll just say the B-side right now, because the whole damn thing is like a 20-minute trip.
If people that don't have it on vinyl, where would you get the
from
B-side?
Everything After Kids?
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, After Kids. There's 10 songs, so this is the last 5. If you listen to it on Spotify, you just don't want to hear the real pop. I don't know who would do that. I would, but in any case, everyone else just do your thing. But my point is that these guys they're actually a really good jam band. They played Coachella and I watched that, and it was really trippy as shit, which is more like hippie stuff is really what they're into. Right. They've made this tour when they did this. I saw that last tour, and my daughter's been trying to see these guys forever. So this new one came out, and I'm trying to remember. They have a few songs that are really trippy, and the line "They'll eat your heart out." If you've seen that music video, it's really crazy. It's like an acid trip. It is literally an acid trip. No joke. I love it. I love that shit. So tired of CNN and corporate bullshit. I'll take an acid trip with gobbledygooks or whatever the fuck. Give me anything that isn't that shit. So yeah. In any case, we went to this fucking concert. I'll just cut to the point. This is the only concert I've ever seen someone riding an exercise bike on stage, not in the crowd. I've seen that before, but but on stage, I've never seen anyone riding an exer bike. And it was an exer bike, like from the fucking 80s. It was weird. And my kid and I were in what used to be called the Electric Factory. They changed the name because they're cocksuckers. But I got to go to see the Electric Factory, which is famous. And we're at the back of the Electric Factory in front of the sound booth. And there's a little metal frame you can stand on to get a little jump on the height so you can kind of see. It was so fucking crowded that we couldn't even see. And these 2 kids are in front of us, and he keeps stepping on Jessie. Like, not just on her shoe, but like his like down her leg, like stepping on her, like as if she's on the floor, but she's standing. Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? So this is the only show where I'm not well, that's not true. I wasn't sober. There's guys riding an exer bike on stage, and another guy's standing on us, like just and he's really tripping face. He's trying to have a good time, and I'm with it, but I'm not tripping face. So anyway, his friend looks at me. He's like, "Hey, man," I told the kid that was stepping. I'm like, "Hey, this kid, this is a kid. It's not a fucking staircase. Stop stepping on it and piss off." And of course, it's a concert, so he's like, "Do you want some Molly? What's up, bro?" And I'm like, "What the fuck? Yes, I want Molly, and stop stepping on my fucking kid."
Right.
So finally, at the end of it, Jesse and I just both did Molly, and then he stepped on both of us. It was fine, but it just drove me crazy. That's not what happened at all. I almost got into the truth is I almost got into a fist fight. And I might seem like a guy that will get into fist fights. I'm not, believe it or not. I might have instigated 1 or 2, but never intentional.
Right.
So these guys are fucking being weird. And I'm just like, listen, I'm cool that you guys are fucked up. Just so you know, the stage is actually that way. You've been facing us for 20 minutes, thinking the sound booth is the fucking concert, and standing on us. So turn around, face the fucking back of someone's head in front of you, and do that. And all they heard was, and they didn't get it. They just stood there, and they looked back, and I'm like, fuck this. And I think we left early. It was, I mean, I saw a guy ride an exercise bike on stage. It was fine, but it was just.
Wait, he wasn't playing like an instrument or anything? He was just fucking.
No, there couldn't have been an instrument involved. Maybe, yeah, I think he had a keyboard. We were pretty far back, but I think he was doing the whole.
Like, he was pedaling, but he's playing a keyboard?
Yeah, but the song is, on their new album, it's some song called She Works Out. It's a little weird, but in any case, that's what they're doing. I mean, they don't work out unless they're on drugs, I think. But whoever he's into, she works out. So he's playing the keyboards and riding an extra bike, and these guys are, I don't know, standing on us. I don't understand. It was a good show if you weren't us. I guess the takeaway here is just because your band sounds great on record doesn't mean when you spend $54 a ticket and the parking and the drugs and all the bullshit that it's going to be an awesome show. As a matter of fact, the more shows you go to, the more annoying they can become. I don't know if anyone else has experienced that, but the longer you do something, it diminishes slightly. So as far as COVID's concerned, I've been on a fucking detox of shows since February.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's what it happened to me too, man. Like I had to bite a couple tickets, a couple concert tickets.
Yeah. Deftones. You had Deftones lined up, which I'm a big fan of. Yeah,
Deftones and Gojira actually. But that got postponed until September of 2021.
Fuck. Well, wait, that's next year. Okay, never mind. I keep thinking it's 1999. Yeah.
Yeah, it is, but but only in your apartment. Only we're.
Okay.
Speaking of Gojira, real quick, I want to give a quick shout out. I just want to say this to you, Tony. Last episode, you were talking about a track on the album, and you said that this particular song was track 2. And I said, no, it's track 3. It's this song with a certain lyric that we were talking about. And I just want to say you're right. I was wrong. So people who watched the show and decided to listen to Gojira and was like, hey, that fat motherfucker's wrong. That skinny guy over there, he was right. So I just want to let everybody know, my bad, Tony, you were right.
Thanks, man. It never happens. I feel like I just won an Academy Award.
Yeah,
like, you love me. You really love me. Yeah, thanks, man.
Oh, and
it's crazy.
And speaking of Gojira again, they have a new. They're gonna release a new album. They have a new song out, and it's really good. Everyone should go check it out. It's called Another World. It's fucking good.
So a new track or a new album was released? Just a new track?
Just a new track. I think they're going to release the album that the track comes from. But
yeah, it's actually that's good. I dug it. As a matter, well, not Gojira, but we talked about Monolord a few weeks ago. A friend of ours pretty much offered me all of their works on vinyl, in colored vinyl, but for a handsome price. It would have been all 4 of Monolord's records, but the one was done in Rasta color. The one Empress Rising.
Yeah.
That one, I told him, I said, I just wanted that one. And he was like, $50. And I was like, no.
Yeah, you could get that for less than $50. You could go to pretty much any record store and probably get that for $25 to $30.
Well, no, with a Rasta print, the vinyl.
Yeah.
The only reason people buy the goofy shit is because other people would pay more for it later.
No, I mean, believe me, I know I collect fucking toys.
I collect records. I mean, we're not far off,
Yeah. But going back to MGMT real quick, what does that stand for? Do you know?
No, because I thought it was management, but no one goes along with that.
Why would it be management?
Why wouldn't it be? Well, it's MGMT. That's short for fucking management. I know, because I've bet many letterheads that say, Tony, go see MGMT. Management. Go see management. That's so what it means.
Funny. That's so funny. I thought it was management.
You got to have a short name.
Oh, that's perfect, Tony. Oh, man. Oh, my God. A little lightheaded.
Sometimes it pays off to be stupid. Ignorant's the word.
That's
Sounds
fucking
better.
funny, man. That's real good.
Oh my God, I'm sweating, and I can afford air conditioning. It's weird.
So what's up? What's been going on?
Oh man, dude. Oh, I want to. I'll share a quick starter here. You and I lived in Portland for a long time. We've told stories of crazy neighbors that we've had. So all that prepared me for what happened this morning when I went out to get some subs. And yes, I did go out this morning to get a sub sandwich because I live in the Northeast, and that's how we stay thick, is eating
Hey,
bread
man.
first thing in the morning. Not
Hey,
me,
man.
but most of them do. Any case, walking out the door to my apartment, there's two doors. You have the safety, the secure door that people can't get through unless, you gave the hooker your passcode or whatever.
Right.
And then you have the mail hallway. Anyway, my lady and I are walking out the front door. We're a little disheveled and not sober. Walking out, right there, right in front of us is a person, nice tall person, but they're out of sorts. Here's what I mean by that. They had a lady face on. I believe they were male by design, not a problem. They had a stocking on their hair, and they had the nightgown, but the short nightgown, like nice ass cheeks nightgown.
Nice.
And that's what I saw, was all that and their ass cheeks. And then she was just like, they were like, because I don't know, whatever they were going for, they were nailing it. And I was like, hey, excuse me. Like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Excuse my face. And I was like, hey, no problem, honey. Just go ahead. And so my lady friend has not been other places. And she was like, as I grabbed her hand, she's like, did you see that? Like, just shut your mouth and come on, let's go get sandwiches. We'll talk about it later. Not to be rude, just I knew better. So later on, she's like, listen, I don't want to talk about that. I just want to point one thing out. You called that person honey. And I said, yes, I did. And I said the right thing.
You did. You did.
Fucking right, man. You're fucking right. And the cool thing was, because I was, when you're younger and there's ignorance and all that, nothing, it didn't startle me at all. And that was what I was proud of. I was just like, fuck yeah, man. Like, it didn't mean, it was just like, I knew how to handle it. I knew how to act. It was like a test and I nailed it. Fucking A+++. I was just like, bitching, man. I didn't fucking say anything ignorant, handled it right, didn't embarrass anyone, which is a first, and moved right on and got my fucking sandwiches. So,
I like how you you called them honey, and then your lady was like, you called them honey. You're like, yeah, I did the right thing. Because that person probably just either loved that you called them honey, or it just didn't. They're just used to it, or whatever. It doesn't matter. It just went over their head because it's just like, oh yeah, I am a honey. Like
Right.
so. Well, everyone's gonna call me a honey because I am a honey. You know what I mean? So that I think that's perfect. And yeah, it's 2020, man. Like there's a big
Absolutely.
revolution. People are fighting for their rights and shit. So
Right. And that's
yeah.
exactly it. That's really what I mean by that is like just me being a normal asshole of the world to see someone who's not considered to be normal and handle that as it should be handled.
Right. But they are normal. It's just they're not
treated normal. Is how
exactly.
I meant that.
Exactly.
That's how I meant that. Yeah, absolutely.
No, I'm backing you up. They are normal, and they're not treated like that. They should be. You're
absolutely,
right.
Absolutely. It shouldn't even be right.
It shouldn't even be.
So that was one thing that went down. How about you? Anything interesting? Before I ramble on like a whore in church.
Not really, man. I'm just, look at me. This is it. I'm just like living. I'm just living every day, baby.
Any new toys or anything you want to talk about?
Yeah, man, I got some new toys.
Holy shit! I was kidding. I was kidding, folks. Just so you know, this motherfucker's reaching for it as I ask.
Yeah, I got a new Terminator. I actually had this when I was a kid. I'm not gonna open it. I don't think it's pretty cool. It's from Kenner.
Fuck yeah, dude.
but it's if you could see it,
Yeah,
it doesn't look like Arnold at all. Like it. I mean, it
Hey,
looks
be
like
nice.
it looks like him a little bit, but like not that much. And then I got this. It's real cheap. Just
Sick.
like just a T1 a
T-
T800. You know, it's a cute little toy. And then I got this. Hold on. Oh yeah. I got this new Predator.
Whoa. It's
It's all
wrapped in gold.
decked up. This is called this is the laser shot Predator.
Fire.
He's got
Oh, shit.
He's got an eye. He's got a fucking laser eye.
That's funny. He's got one red eye and I have two. That's cool.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, he's only half a stoner. You're a full stoner.
Thanks, man.
So yeah, that's what I did. But other than that, you know, other than buying fucking toys, which I gotta say, I got a lot of these for cheap, so I didn't really spend a
All
lot
right.
of.
So listen, I'll bite. How much? Where are you getting these from? Are you on the internet? I mean, you mentioned that. You mentioned a while ago. We were talking about toy shops, and you went to one that was closing. So how'd you score these? I know it's a mixed bag. You probably
Yeah, it is. I mean, I definitely get stuff from the internet. Like I order from Kenner. I have gotten toys off of Amazon. Try not to do that as much because it just seems like cheating. And but I'm get it from Kenner, you know, straight from the company. But I got all three of these toys from a toy shop called Rogue Toys. They have one here in Portland and one in Las Vegas. Like their headquarters is they're in Vegas, and then they have another one. I forget where, but they have three shops. They have a main headquarters in Vegas, another place somewhere in the country, and then one here in Portland. And they're like a new and used like toy shop. They buy old vintage toys. They get the new shit that comes out if they could get it, and then they have like, you know, old hand-me-downs that they got from some kid, you know.
Right.
So.
All right. So here's what I want to do right now. If you're watching this show and you're thinking, I got a bunch of shit that my son never came and picked up. Listen, I want you to email us and we'll take it off your hands because we need toys. All right. We're not sending them back, so don't think we are. If you want to gift us some stuff, send it to us. I like records and he likes toys. So that's it. You want to appreciate us? Just like us, follow us, and send us shit. That's it.
I like that you said that, Tony, because that's a great idea.
It gives us some shit to talk about too. Seriously, like I have a bunch of Raisinets. Alex doesn't like Raisinets, so I still have my Raisinets. But if you like them, you might get a couple.
Yeah, I like them. They're cool. I'm down. I don't dislike them.
I have. This is probably way off, but I have Dick Tracy toys, and I won't get rid of them. Because at that point, they made the Dick Tracy figurines. I bought into the movie, and I have them all. They're not packaged because I actually played with the fucking things because that's what we did before the internet.
Right.
So, but there's nothing wrong with it. One thing that happened was I had another group of toys when I was younger, and we lived in the South. And then we moved to England when I was a kid. I was a military brat. So they packed up our shit, threw it on a crate, and shipped it over. When I got this collection of toys, whatever it was, melted together into a blob. It had moving arms and shit of G.I. Joe or whatever, or, you know, the crotch of the Cobra character. But it was a mess. It was a ball. It didn't roll properly. It was just a melted mess of toys.
Really? Like,
yeah. So if you ship us shit, you know, put a cool pack in there or something, you know, like some ice. Don't send this shit in the summer from Arizona and melt it because it ain't going to help us none.
How did it melt? Why was it that fucking hot?
Well, I don't want to break people's hearts, but when you pack your shit up with the military and they put it in those big fucking crates and then they say in 3 months you'll have your trash,
yeah,
that doesn't mean it's on a boat for 3 months. I worked the job later in life that showed me where they keep this shit. It's actually right next to the ocean in a port in a giant warehouse with your name probably misspelled all over it. And then people like me who don't know how to drive forklifts practice how to drive forklifts with your crates. That's true. I learned how to drive a fucking forklift by moving your personal shit while you were traveling to Germany for 3 years, whatever the fuck you were doing, I was slamming your personal goods on the ground because I didn't know what I was doing. So beyond that, this warehouse was in South fucking Carolina. Hot, really hot. No air conditioning in that warehouse. I know, I was in there sweating with all your personal shit. So my toys definitely got melted in some hot ass warehouse in America while the fucking government let it sit there. And other assholes like me got to drop it upside down while they learned how to use a forklift. Until we put it on a boat and sent it to you, and then you're like, why the fuck are all my favorite things broken? This guy. That's why.
I when I had my toys in my upstairs office, I bought a little air conditioner just for my toys, so they wouldn't get hot. I put it and I blew it right on them.
Shut the fuck up. Are you? I mean, all right. I won't ask if you're serious. I don't want to know.
Of course I'm serious.
I want you to be able to get laid again, Alex. Don't answer that question.
Tony, I'm in a relationship.
Like I said. She controls her decisions.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying they're in our bedroom. She knows. They're right here.
Does she always face the wall when you guys are doing stuff?
No, she mashes my face into the toys. You see what I have to deal with? You see?
Yes. She points
feel the hot plastic. Feel the melted plastic.
That's right. Points that little laser eye in your eye.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You guys are making an amazing Reddit page. That sounds fun.
Amen. A fucking man.
Corn
So what's going on with you? What's going on with your body? Anything new? Anything?
Dude.
Not that that's
you're in a relationship. You get this. All right. We all will agree that as you're in relationships, you run out of ideas and you get into new shit. Well, I drugged this last one out exponentially. So we're just starting to like smile at each other. It's been 5 years. We're really dragging it out. You know, we're really just trying to milk every experience. So we just got around to her shaving my butthole.
Ooh,
and really? It was, yeah, that's a romantic thing. Who needs marriage when you have some asshole who will shave your asshole? That's awesome. That, you know, you don't need vows. The thing is, and the reason that she wanted to do that is so that, you know, she can explore the Amazon after clear cutting it, not before, because she doesn't want to run into anything unexpected. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
That analogy worked for you guys? All right, great.
No, it makes sense to me.
Yeah, no poo particles there. Nasty motherfucker. Anyway, here's the thing about shaving a man's asshole. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I know how to, I shouldn't have to ask. I have my foot up over my head. I know all the angles, baby. This ain't my first time. So I know how to get it shaved. I know how to get it right. I mean, it probably looks better than it ever did. Or there could be a fucking smiley face back there. I wouldn't know. But it's not about what she did and why. It's about the after effect. After you've had fun and, you know, you shave the asshole, then you had the fun and the shower, and then you just have to go back to life.
Yeah, man.
That's when I realized that shaven butts really make loud fart sounds.
Oh, wow.
I work in customer service. I haven't had a shaven butthole in 17 months. So...
That's what you're going to say 17 years, and you said 17 months. That's not that long.
It's not. It really isn't. I think that's actually precise. But in any case, I'm working customer service, and I'm like, I actually said this by accident, but I'm wearing a face mask so I can deny it. But yeah. I said something. I was like, oh, excuse me, I got to go fart. And and I went into the hallway. And it was like farting into a tube or like a tuba. It was like right down the hallway. And then I came back and she was like, you just said you had to fart, didn't you? And I was like, yeah, my butt's making sounds and I'm not used to it. I can't wait till she gets the survey.
Oh, man.
But in any case, I did say that. My thing is like, it's cool to be a grown ass. I was wondering where my fart sounds went. When I was a kid, I mean, I didn't fart a lot because I didn't eat a lot. But when I did fart, you know, make a little fart sound, and that was fun. But as an adult, not much. And now I shave my asshole, and they clap. You know, they clap when you.
Yeah, it has it's like a cave. It has the the bare walls,
Yeah,
the sound ricochets off of it. Yeah.
exactly. If it's a cave with no trees, it's like hello, 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 and that's what a fart is.
Dude, doesn't it get? Isn't it kind of like get fucked up after the hair starts to grow back a little bit?
It's gonna be so much fun. It's gonna be like I got barebacked by a cactus. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, isn't it like you got like a cactus between your cheeks, like holding on?
It's coming. I can't wait. Because, I mean, if you've ever tried to shave in your own butthole, you're cool with it until you actually hit your butthole with the razor. And then you go, ooh.
Yeah.
You don't really want to do that anymore. So, yeah, I'm going to have a prickly butt in a few days.
I could say this in confidence. Well, it's not like I'm proud of it, but I could say this. I've never shaven my asshole. I never have.
Has anyone eaten your asshole?
Yeah.
Well, bless their hearts.
Look at me. This is what I'm showing. This is what I'm showing.
Yeah.
You should expect what I'm not showing is going to look like.
I know, but that doesn't mean someone's going to eat your ass.
I didn't ask them. They just did it.
I know, but listen, if you eat a woman's ass, you eat it because it's not hairy as fuck. There isn't a tail growing out of the back of your butt. With us, there is.
If there was, I'd tie both of our tails together and try to run the opposite direction.
I mean, that's funny, but I mean, you see what I'm saying.
On that thing. I don't care. Fucking chew it up. All I'm saying is like, shave your butt, your asshole. That's cool. I'm down with it. I just don't bother because I just don't. Yeah, I just don't. You know. Again, look at me. Like, you should know what you're going to get yourself into. If this is the thing I'm showing this, you got to expect the thing I'm not showing is going to look a lot worse.
So if your theory is correct, then my hairline should tell you that my asshole is probably half shaven or less.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it. Okay. And it is. So that's fair. When I do it, I know there's got to be like awkward lines of hairs that I've missed. Who knows? It's like shaving your face with a blindfold on. It's fucking crazy. Right. You know, except you don't walk around with your ass first when you're in public so no one sees it.
Not usually. Not usually.
Speaking of assholes, Alex, you've rented a lot and we've rented together. Have you ever been in a situation where your toilet seat broke in your place that you rented and you were told to replace it?
Yeah. No.
What?
I wasn't told to replace it. I just did.
Well, that's different than, okay, so I called my landlord, that shit lid was broken. You know how you sit on, well, this is what, now you guys are going to know all kind of, when you take a shit, I lean to one side. I don't know what other people do. Maybe you do a handstand when you wipe your ass. That's, if you're in gymnastics. I wipe my ass, I lean to one side. Well, one day I lean to one side and I just keep going because my ass is stuck to the seat. And then all of us, me and the seat, end up in the fucking tub because that's what's next.
Really? So, fucking fell.
It's like, toilet paper's still up here. It's still dry. But I landed in the tub. So, 6 weeks later, I get around to calling the landlord. I'm like, hey. Well, no, I didn't say hey. I was nice. I said, excuse me. Long story short, she's like, yeah, you got to pay for that. You got to provide a new toilet seat. I'm like, when I moved here, that was not my toilet seat. I didn't bring my own toilet seat. This isn't a BYOTS. So what are you talking about? So I just hung up. I was like, all right, fuck it. Well, this is Delco, Philadelphia bullshit. And then, but all my coworkers are listening to me because I'm in the break room calling about my broken toilet seat. So I called back and I'm like, excuse me, we just spoke. Did you just tell me that I needed to pay for my own toilet seat? You just sent me a $20 rent increase on the same day I got sent home from COVID for all the COVID shit. Just sitting at home doing nothing. You raised my rent $20. I called to dispute it. You didn't answer the fucking phone for 3 months, and then you just didn't give a shit. So now you're telling me I got to pay for a toilet seat. And this is, Delco and PA. So she's like, yeah. I'm like, so let me get this straight. I'm going to go out and I'm going to buy a really nice toilet seat, like one that talks, farts, fucks, makes coffee, all of it. And I'm going to use it. And when I move out, I'm going to take it with me. And you're telling me that you want me to put back on the same toilet seat that's been torn up, torn out, fucked up, and rodent into the fucking shower back on. If that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. What the fuck? Why? That was my conversation.
So
and my employees applauded me. It was nuts. What the fuck?
You own a toilet seat.
No, I came home and fixed it myself. Fuck these people. I can't let maintenance in here anyway. I'm growing drugs and stuff. It's not allowed.
That's fucking funny. You have to. You're like, I just like that you said all that. So wait, you're telling me that that I'm gonna take this toilet seat when I move someday? I'm gonna take it with me. Yeah, if you got it, that's what you got to do. I just pictured. I really wanted you to go buy his toilet seat because I know that you would have. When you moved, you would have got real high, packed some shit up, and then took the toilet seat off. Yeah, I know you, and I knew you would do that.
Fuck yeah, I will. You know what? Send us a little bit of money, and we'll go. I'm gonna buy a talking toilet seat. I'm just not gonna do this shit for for myself. I don't need one that tells me how ugly my unshaven or half-shaven ass is.
So, all this toilet talk and all this asshole talk. Maybe it's a little dirty, but it's about to get dirtier because I got a story locked and loaded, about ready to tell. We'll be honest. We have recorded this story before, but I don't think we ever released it. So we plan on releasing this, so I'm going to tell it again. This story involves a friend that we both know. And you know what I'm about to talk about, Tony. So let's both not say his name. So this person does not have a name for this story. All right. So speaking of assholes, here it goes. 10 or more years ago, I'm going to err on the side of more than 10 years ago. Yeah, I was probably like between 17 or 19 years old. I was at home. I was at my friend's house. His parents went away for probably like 2 or 3 weeks, maybe even a month. So we were just fucking that house up, right? Drinking, party. People were sleeping on the fucking front lawn, in the front room, on the ground, kitchen, bathroom, you name it. We were just going bananas. So my friend, for whatever reason, didn't always like to sleep in his bedroom. He used to take his twin mattress and just move it around the house and sleep. Sometimes he would sleep in the backyard, bring his bed out, put it out there and sleep. Sometimes he would sleep in the front room and just take up the whole living room floor with his mattress. So, and that's what he did this one time. So, for whatever reason, there's a bunch of people there, probably like 10 or more people. And they were all sitting in the front room, gathered around, talking, drinking, hanging out, socializing. And he had his mattress out there. And we planned on doing this. He wanted to, okay. So we lived in Redmond, and then in the neighboring town, Bend, I guess some teenagers were dying because they were taking whiskey enemas. They were drinking alcohol through their assholes. I guess some people died and went to the hospital. It was a big deal. So my friend was like, hey, I'm like, I'm in my early 20s. I want to see if like a grown person will die. He wanted to do it. So who did he choose? Because you can't pour whiskey in your ass by yourself. You could, but it might take a little bit of work. It's easier if you just lay on your stomach and you have a friend do it for you. So I'm always the person that other people have to do this kind of shit. Like anything that's kind of fucked up and weird. I'm always the person. And they're like, That guy. Pick him. So I got nominated by him to pour a single shot of Old Crow whiskey down his ass. So this is what happened. There was a built-in crowd already. People were watching because they were already there. So this is what they were going to have to look at. He got butt naked, laid down on his stomach, reached back, spread both cheeks with his hands. I stuck a funnel in his ass. I entered his ass with a funnel. Thunk. Poured one shot of Old Crow. And then 3, 2, 1, poured it right down. As soon as I poured it into the funnel, everyone started fucking laughing. He's laying on his stomach, scream laughing with his holding his cheek. So he's like, like just like, and then I'm like, I'm not laughing because I know exactly what's gonna happen. And what I thought was gonna happen, fucking happened. I poured the whiskey in and I immediately backed away. I fucking got up off the bed. And what happened? It did happen. It fucking missed it like a fucking humpback whale. Just like it, like I backed away, but I'll be honest, a little bit got on me. I felt some mess. I felt a little bit of blow. Not the full. I didn't get the full facial, but I did get a little bit of blowback, just a little bit.
Oh,
but it's alcohol. It's sterile. It's sterile. It's fine. But but yeah. And then a couple days later, or maybe the next day, he asked his dad, because his dad used to be an EMT or whatever, and he asked his dad. He's like, "Say, Dad, hypothetically, if someone were to take a whiskey and let's say hypothetically it was Old Crow, let's just say, one shot. They just, let's just say hypothetically they had their fat friend pour one shot of Old Crow into their ass. What would happen? Hypothetically, what would happen?" And he's just like, they'd probably die. But he didn't. He's still
You're right. Okay, good.
Story.
Woo, he made it. That's suspenseful, Alex.
But yeah, man. That's
holy shit, dude. Two things. One, when you talked about, I like one. Okay, I like that it was one shot. Like, not only were you guys like, hey, listen, people have died from this shit. One shot only. It's like we're not crazy, okay? One shot in the asshole, down the funnel. That's all we're doing. I like that you guys are being responsible. I just pictured one of those mixology shows where the guy shows you how to be a cool bartender in your neighborhood by mixing shots, except all you see is him like pouring stuff in, mixing things up. It's way more than in one shot, but you just see all this shit going in. And then at the end, you pan back and he pulls the funnel out and you see there's a person who's been butt chugging all of this, throwing up and ass spraying. And that would be a 1 million view video for YouTube. That's what I pictured when you said that.
It totally would be. Well, the reason why we only poured one shot is because the liquor store was closed and we needed to save the whiskey.
That's great.
We don't want to waste
had more, he'd be dead.
Yeah, we don't want to waste it all in his ass. We don't want to waste it all in his ass. We want to put it in our mouth. So if you take that sentence out and you put it to a different point, yeah, exactly. If you take that sentence out, scoop it up and put it somewhere else, that's beautiful. We don't want to put it all in his ass. We want to save it for our mouth.
Who's next? No, I'm not doing that. That's caca. I want to talk about one more thing tied up with some COVID shit real quick.
Yeah.
Everyone out there has I've been invited to see the Flyers, my home team, go play some hockey tonight. I like hockey. I don't like it now. I don't care, to be honest with you. I really don't like sports at all. I never liked them. I didn't like them before I moved to Oregon. Didn't like them when I moved to Oregon. Don't like them when I moved back. But there's nothing to do here. So if you want to people watch, which is my favorite hobby, you go to sports games, or you did. I do dig the music and the aesthetic and all that shit. I really dig people getting slapped around. I dig it. So I saw hockey and sports already. I saw a clip. I saw some basketball down in Florida. Looks really weird. I thought that the other play, I don't know what was going on. That looks weird. Hockey's weird. They put matting down, like there's no audience. But here's the thing. Hockey's weird because there's no audience, of course, and they try to make it look neat and all that. But they're still fighting, which is something I like, because I thought they fought for us. Now
Right.
I'm like, they don't fight for us. They fight because they actually hate the prick that punched them in the eye. Like, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So I learned something important, but I'm missing something. I've seen some baseball clips. I don't watch sports. I don't sit down and watch them. They're just as boring as when you're live. They're even worse because there's commercials. So I was watching a baseball game, and they're putting in Philly, they put cardboard cutouts. Of course, Philly likes money. Who doesn't? So you can pay to put your cardboard cutout in the stadium.
Yeah.
Between the first game that took place and the last one I saw, the whole bottom section is full of assholes with their cardboard cutouts. This
Right.
doesn't do it for me. This makes me hungry. It makes me hungry for what I've seen in the past. Let me explain. Philly sports are unique. And any pro sports player who plays in Philly will probably tell you this. We're assholes. We will boo you and we will celebrate you in the same breath if you've earned it. We will definitely destroy your whole thought process on living and everything you ever dreamed of doing. If you fuck up a touchdown pass or whatever you're doing, we'll bury you. Okay? The last home game I went to, live, of course, was last year.
Right.
I went with some friends of mine who were ignorant, which are my favorite. Ignorant meaning they laugh at screwed up shit like I do. So I always point out what's screwed up and make sure that we laugh at it. So in any case, we're shithouse drunk and we're sitting on the second deck. And there's some girl crying. And I find that to be more interesting than the game. So I turn around because I'm that kind of guy. And I have a cheesesteak. So I'm eating my sandwich, drinking my beer, and watching this girl cry because that's what I like to do. I'm watching her cry. And her sister says, well, you earned it. So every tear you drop is something you earned. And I'm like, that's good shit. And I start writing it down because that's what I do when I hear clever things. Then I go back to the game because those two got arrested or whatever happened. So now I'm watching the game, and we have a new player. His name is Bryce Harper. Sounds like a porn name, but whatever. He gets $300 million. That's right, million. I can't even say that out loud. $300 million plus to come to the Phillies. So this is his inaugural year, okay? This is what I'm missing this year already. He comes up to bat, first time. The stadium is full. It's only full on opening day unless we actually do well. So it's only full on opening day. Everybody's there. Harper comes up to bat, doesn't do shit. He's supposed to be a killer outfieldsman and a killer batter. He's supposed to be our power hitter. He doesn't hit shit. We're nice about it. We let him go an inning. He comes back out right behind my head. And I promise you, my friends, this is religion to me. I love hearing this. Harper strikes out 3 times again. And all of a sudden you hear right behind my dome, it vibrated the hairs on my head. Hey, Harper, you're a bum! And it echoes. No one else said a word when this gentleman let it loose because it flew through Philadelphia like a beautiful fabric of fuck you. It was great. Harper heard that shit, and the next fucking toss knocked it out of the park. My point is, cardboard cutouts can't tell you you're a piece of shit. Right. So you're probably not going to have a good season. I hope the best for you, but you need us. I need to tell you that you suck because I work customer service and I hate my life. You need to hear that you suck so that you can earn that big ass fucking $3 million you earned that you're not going to share with us. That's my piece.
I like that. Hey, Harper, you're a bum. And then he does
you're
better.
A bum! 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 Bum!
That's awesome.
Yeah, they don't do that in every state. I've checked. Anyway.
No, they don't. I think Philly's unique and for a lot of things. And Yeah,
We
definitely
talked about
calling
the
people
robot.
bums,
Yeah.
being a dipshit. That's definitely, you guys are unique for being assholes, for sure.
Well, and it sounds like Central Oregon is unique for using their assholes to get drunk. So there you go. Got to start
We like to
somewhere.
party. We like to party.
Now you know why you should move there.
Speaking of assholes, I think we're concluding on this episode. And I think it's time to name the who we're gonna listen to and review for next episode.
Yeah.
And the name of the person, it's my turn. You got last time. He plays country music. His name is Wheeler Walker Jr. Little bit of a backstory. He is a country musician, but he does another type of entertainment. And once I will tell you guys what else he does besides play country music in the next episode. But I'll just leave it right there. He plays country music. His name's Wheeler Walker Jr. The name of the album is his first record. It is called Redneck Shit.
Yes.
So it's supposed to, say this, it is supposed to be funny. Just put that out there. Have that in mind when you listen to it. It's supposed to be funny. I like you're just chugging it all, Tony.
I just want to make sure I'm not wasting any of this shit. Oh, now it's time to drive. Just kidding. All right, hey, I hope you guys had fun. I had fun in a few beers, so that was good. Alex had fun. He never buttoned any more buttons. If you notice, that's wide open.
Fuck buttons.
Fuck buttons. That's a band, actually. I just want to point that out. If you do drugs, you'll find them. In any case, this has been another episode of This is the Future.
Unfortunately.
Alex, Rios, Tony, G. You can like us, find us, follow us on, what is it? Instagram, on Titfu16. Yep.
Titfu69, and then YouTube. This is the future. Unfortunately, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Like us, don't like us, comment, do whatever you got to do. Just watch the fucking show, and we'll see you guys next time.
All right. Bye.